Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to talk about a topic that might have contention. I think the League player base has a problem with the perception of personal worth. There's always been this weird crossover in the community by evaluating a person's worth through skill, mainly high elos treating lower elos like they're worthless in the whole grand scheme of things. Basically far enough to create this sense of superiority, a cultural divide even. I don't think anyone's really talking about it. As always, I'm here to challenge the idea. Spare me some of your time, and hopefully after this all ends, I shall have dissipated some of these negative notions. I want to frame it through the lens of a meme. I hope you're familiar with your virtues and sins.
What virtue is your pursuit? Diligence. How restless. To understand the game deeper than those before me, to refine my mechanics, sharpen my decisions, and push myself beyond my limits. When mastery becomes your identity, a number becomes a mirror. And when that number falls, so too does your sense of self. What sin do you relish the most? Pride. How noble. I've achieved what others cannot. I understand what others cannot. Their failures prove my own greatness. But a rank is only proof of what you have mastered, not proof of who you are. The moment you confuse skill with worth, you have become a prisoner to an icon created by someone else. What virtue is your pursuit? Humility. How meek. To accept that I am not perfect. To understand that failure is natural, that a game should remain a game. Through acceptance, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. But beware, when humility becomes surrender, mistakes become excuses, growth becomes optional, and that potential within you is left untouched. What sin do you relish the most? Sloth. How restful. I do not care enough to reflect. I do not care enough to improve. I will blame the world before I blame myself. The refusal to take responsibility is the refusal to grow. You are not defined by your mistakes, but you are defined by whether you choose to learn from them.
A lot of high elo players have this problem where they equate skill with personal worth. They take their rank to be a real measurement in comparison to the other person. You've probably seen it an innumerable amount of times. Challenger players calling the 0.5% populace of players in the world low master.
I won game in low master, bro. Oh my god.
We have this identity that a player has no right to talk if someone is higher than them, simply because the other person must be better if their rank is higher. We lose sight of the fact that rank is no longer a measurement of skill, but now a form of status. Get it twisted, you are nothing to a higher elo player. You are a pawn in a universe chess match. Successful people are better people. Which I unironically think is somewhat true, because League is an incredibly nuanced game. A higher elo player is very unlikely to be lucky. They have developed knowledge and accrued some form of skill that takes genuine effort and time to learn and master. There's an endless list of things you can name that a player could be better than you at.
Flash is dead, and then boom, I advanced so clean.
Our game is so in-depth it's often compared to chess, which I think is very apt. But therein lies the problem. There's then this belief that in order for you to be below them, there must be something fundamentally wrong with the way they think, which in turn can be true, which funnels the stereotype. The negative perspective of, oh, they just aren't as passionate, their ego holds them back, and why don't they learn from their mistakes? You should be very familiar with, my champ sucks, my teammates are terrible, and very often, the denial of them being the problem. The literal antithesis to the mentality of, if I seek to improve, if it doesn't go well, I have to be even better. But you have to be careful with that line of reasoning, because there's always a dichotomy to how you can portray this. The positive perspective of, it's just a game, it's not that serious. You can potentially have more fun and freedom doing whatever you wanted instead of min-maxing. People sometimes relish simplicity in their downtime rather than always the pursuit of being the best. You may be very familiar with, I come home from my 9 to 6 to start up another 9 to 6. People can enjoy drawing or painting for fun, singing despite not being good at it, things like that. There's no difference in worth between playing League seriously or not versus playing one of Steam's many big hit games, Femboy Fuda House. At the end of the day, it's all fun and games. And it's funny because League is one of the only games where I think the community values this level of skill difference so highly. League's culture is just like this. We expect every single person to always be trying to climb the mountain. Perhaps because of the honesty of it, maybe we really do want people to be the best version of themselves. Who knows? All we know is you can't fake being the best. It's real blood, sweat, and tears, and in multiple aspects. As toxic as our reputation is, our identity is almost in line with you should always look to be better. Improve and overcome what made you fail in the first place. You know how I can tell? Just look at any league content and see how much backseating they do. But I digress. Guys, what do you think of the chances I get into a mr.beast challenge? Is part of growing to be a bigger creator really about the connections with bigger people than me? Are you really still not subscribed after how juicy and how buttery this video is? Whatever the case is, throw down your opinions in the comment sections right now, partner. You better draw your beliefs fast because I cut quick. Sorry Zillion hasn't been in the videos, y'all. Gramps is on break right now. He on that summer vacation, y'all.